Hey y'all. Well, I'm about to go live on my TikTok here. I got this going live, so I got two cameras. I got live on YouTube and they're about to go live on my TikTok. And so that way I can catch um, the unboxing of my 3M Pro comms that somebody gave me. It was very nice of them. I wish they didn't do that because I can't pay them anything right now. But anyway, we'll do this on TikTok here. I'm about to hit the live button. There we go. Allow, allow. Okay, three, two, one. Okay, so here I am live. I'm already been live on my YouTube here for a couple minutes. So what I wanted to do is, other than sneeze my brains out, it just kind of bring you this live on both YouTube and TikTok of the unboxing of my 3M Pro comms that somebody very graciously and nicely sent me. And I've had this happen before. I mean, but this was 3M, I believe, or some promotional company that did that before. And that was so nice of them. And the ones I had before was called the Pelter Sports 500s, I believe. And they were pretty comfortable. And I give those away to somebody. I forgot who I gave them to. It's been so long ago I can't even recall. And I've given headsets away before, things of that nature, and they're pretty. You know, I like doing stuff like that. I like giving stuff away, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I enjoy it, but here lately haven't had the graciousness as I used to have of doing that kind of thing because of money reasons. Uh, that was back whenever I didn't have both a mortgage and a loan, but now I got both, and struggling to pay my darn loan, my mortgage as it is. No, I don't want to do all that. Stop. Let's see here. So I'm gonna invite some people. Jesse, inviting that person. Inviting Captain Sweet. Lemon Tart. Kashwick, whoever that is. Tina Reeves. I know she'd be interested in it. So who else can I invite? I don't know. Hey there. Salut. Amor libre. Free love. I guess that's what that means. Salut. Amor libre. Library of love. I don't know. Let's see here. Who else can I invite on TikTok here? I had particular people that I wanted to invite. I did invite. I pretty much sent a video out. So hopefully they got it. So here's the story, y'all. Here's what happened. So I was on TikTok. Get my knife ready. I was on TikTok the other night, a couple nights ago. I think it was the 30th or something like that. And this young lady, well, I call her young lady because she's younger than me probably, and she has a son by the name of Gretch. And Gretch, beautiful young lady, works at a hangar, airport, fueling crop dusters and probably does some other stuff. And I brought something up. I said something about hearing protectors. And next thing I know, or did I see a video that or something? I forgot what it was. But she had WS 3M Pelter. Um, sorry, let me try it again. WS ProTech um, XBI headsets, which is by 3M Pelter. And I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. She had that, and I was telling her about all the ones I had or something like that, and she busted them things out and she's put them on. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And she was, telling about them and everything and all that and the other. And so, anyway, we went on and we were talking, we were in the room and all that and the other. And so she was, you know, having a conversation, drinking diet drinks and stuff like that, telling about what she does. And I was like, yeah, somebody said put them on, or I can't remember whether I did or something like that, or what it looked like, so on and so forth. She said, do you want me to wear them, or yes, or no, do you don't? So somebody said yes, and I said yes. I said, yeah, wear them, you know. So she put them on and everything, and she turns them on, and you can hear her talking through the microphone. I'm like, wow, I wish I had the money to get a pair like that. And she told us that um, they were like 600 $600 pair of headphones, earmuff protectors, hearing protectors. I'm like, whoa. So anyway, we were having a conversation and everything, and I was watching and everything, and I was like, okay, well, I need to go ahead and go to bed because get ready and stuff because I got to go to work next day, I believe, and have a new job. But anyway, she was wearing them and all and everything, and they look great, especially on her and everything. And I think the way that she portrayed them and everything, it just made them so like, man, I gotta have a set of those. But I've had Pelter hearing protectors before. I still got Pelter hearing protectors right here. So anyway, I was trying. Later on, I went back to the live and everything. I was listening to him talk and all, and she had already gotten home and all that stuff, and we got to talking, have a conversation about it and all, and I'm not lined up right here, am I? Sure I am not. Hello there, Lucas. How you doing? But anyway, we were having a conversation about it and all, and the next thing you know, she went and done something other, and this one of her moderators was on there or something other, a little high-strung moderator, and another one. It sounded like he was freaking drunk, something. But anyway, we had a conversation and everything, and I was trying to have a conversation, and I'd asked him something or other, and I couldn't type right. My fingers they just wouldn't let me type right, for some odd reason or other. I couldn't get out what I was trying to say. Every time I typed something or other, it would kind of put another letter or something in and whatever. So I kept asking something other. She went and done something other, and this girl, Dulcie, whatever her name is, she goes like, "What are you saying? What are you trying to say?" And like, oh my gosh, I like OMG'd on there or something. Oh, don't be an idiot. So, and then so I said something else, and I was trying to laugh it off and LOL it out and everything. And okay, I'm tired of putting up with this. Next thing you know, I'm blocked. I'm banned or something. But well, I don't know what it was. The only thing I was trying to do was trying to have a conversation with her about the hearing protectors. So anyway, she banned me and all that and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so frustrated. And I got on there and said, look, I wasn't trying to cause any trouble. I went to her thing there. Look, I wasn't trying to cause some trouble. I was trying to talk to her about certain things. Headsets, which you were involved. But anyway, next thing you know, I was trying to email not email, but DM the other guy I saw on there too. That look, I don't know what happened with the band, but can you kind of talk to her, because I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just trying to share some stuff. And so anyway, nothing came through with that. So I went and changed my handle from, well, I didn't change my handle. I got another account called 3M Pelter Guy. So anyway, I went back on there and I was trying to explain that, and basically it was the same thing. But I finally got to talk to her and everything, and I was trying to explain myself. And I told her, I said, look, I wasn't on there trying to miss anything. I think she understood, but the same girl had done it to a few other people before and everything. She kind of knocked them off or whatever, blocked them, and Gretch was saying, well, maybe I should rethink her as a moderator. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should, because I couldn't say anything edgewise. But anyway, I thought, wow, finally somebody who's kind of into 3M Pelter hearing protectors like me. And I've seen some of her videos, and she was wearing them and stuff on TikTok, and She was about July 25th or something. She was really promoting them really hard, and I was trying to tell her. I said, look, as a free and pelter guy, um, I'm the same way, And she goes, yeah, I'd love to this and love to that, kind of promote them and everything, and see if we can get something together and kind of, try to endorse them and maybe Pelter send us some. I was like, well, yeah, hopefully that'll happen. But anyway, she went to bed and all that stuff, and I waited the next day, and I kept trying to see if I can get on to her thing there and just message her and everything. And I messaged her as Stream Pelter guy, and I was like, look, if we can, I just wanted to show you something. But I went ahead and ordered these. Well, actually, I didn't order them. I was telling somebody about them who ordered them for me, and he sent them to me. I said, I was about to order these. And I was like, nah, I better not. I ain't got the money for it. But I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could pay later, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, I was talking to somebody about it. He said, I'll get them for you. I was like, well, you don't have to do that. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get them for you. You just call it, I'd like to see you do a review on them. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I will, just for you. And a couple other people too. So anyway, so here we are with that. This is where we're at now. It's okay. It's 5:17. I told them at the latest I'd be on here at least about 5:15. So anyway, hopefully the people that got the message are on here who want to see it and everything are on here. So here we go. I'm on my TikTok. I'm on my TikTok and I'm on my YouTube. Okay. So anyway, here we go. So this is the 3M Procoms, and this is what I said I was going to unbox. Hopefully my other thing is not running out of power here. Because this phone at the top here, this is one I had. This is not my last phone, but the one before last I kept. I traded the other one in before this one. So this other one, top one, tends to run out of battery power really, really quick. But I got it plugged up to my charger in my truck. Make sure it's pushed in all the way. Yep, it's good. It's good. So anyway, here we go. And I'm going to show you how to really, if you want to try to clean your hearing protectors, whether they're 3M Pelter, 3M, which is the safety side of 3M Pelter, where you get your work tunes from, and all that stuff. And then you got the other side, the more the communication type side, or whatever, which is that's where your XPIs come from. That's where your Protects are. That's where your contacts are, stuff like that. Your Pelter alerts, stuff like that. Even shooting modes and things like that too. They stagger within the safety line and the hearing protection line of communication. So they kind of stagger the 3M Pelter. What do you call it? The marketing place or whatever. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, we got the box open, so here we go. All right, tore the box a little bit. So it comes in its own little box like this. What I might do is edit some of this stuff. And lift it out like that. And here's your guidebook. And a couple of weeks ago I did something on that. So yeah, looks like an egg carton, don't it? That's what it looks like a big old egg carton. So anyway, some of them I got some before, like I said, and the ones I had before I gave them to a friend or whatever, and she tells me every once in a while when I see her and everything, she's got her husband and she's got like 3 or 4 kids. She goes, you remember the things you give to me? I said, yeah, sure do. She goes, I love them. I sit around the house and I talk to people on the phone with a boom mic, and I clean house, and I just love them. I was like, that's good. that's what I give away for, I guess. And I said, I don't mind telling you, I said, I wish I kind of had another set. Well, you want them back? I'm like, no, you keep them. If I gave them to you, I give them to you. But I said, it's like when I had the money, I should have bought several pairs. But I said the ones I have now, which are the Pro Protect, they're fine. So, but I never really have tested them out and see if they did what hers did, Gretchen's did. Because whenever I was listening to her the other day talking in the hangar, it's like she was talking through the microphone into the headset. When you can hear it like that, and you couldn't. Oh gosh, what do you call it? The A&R, some kind of noise reduction from the microphone. So you can hear it talking to the microphone, but you couldn't hear anything else through the microphone. And she said something other about she like burped and everything, and I didn't hear her burp. But anyway, it didn't catch a burp. I think it only catches voices, not burps. So anyway, here we go. Here's the. There we go. Now they're open. You can see it for yourself. Take them out. Shut that out. Okay. About to say there better be a microphone in this sucker. I can tell the dude, I said, look, man, I didn't send me a microphone. Did he want to send me another? Say like, no, don't do that. Okay. So, this is your microphone. And I think this is different. The older ones, not the older ones, but the other ones had like they had a more of a rounded one. This one's more of elongated, as you can see. And these have gel ear seals. You got your left side, you got your right side. Hello, Goblin Corner, how you doing? Hi. How are you? So anyway, you can extend these down. And I also got a video showing how you can change the headbands on here. So these are really easy to change because, as you can see right here, there's like a little clip. And what you do is you pull this little clip thing off and you're able to take out the wire, and all you have to do is turn the headset is like this right here, and you pull these off like that. And you can also put them back. I'm going to put this back on. And that's how you pull them off. And that's really easy to pull off and everything. And so that way you can attach the headset to a hard hat. But you got to have the little attachments for your hard hat though. So anyway, they're really easy to do, really simple, not hard at all. And also, the microphone of these come out. So you got a little plug-in thing there. And you can push it back in. You're all good to go. So you got on these you have a push to talk button right here. And you got an extension right here, the AV cord extension. And you got actually these are like they were used. Oh, maybe not. This is a little scuff on the side. I don't think they were. But anyway, you have the Bluetooth here, how you link them up, and you also have the ambient listening. So they got like 4 levels. So you can push this about 4 or 5 times, and you'll have different types of level of ambient listening. So they're pretty cool. Oh, sorry. So this is ambient listening, this is Bluetooth, this is push to talk, and of course you got gel. So I got to remember I got 2 cameras going. So if I can go on low right here, the other one can't see up here. So I got to kind of watch what I'm doing. I got to kind of keep it in the middle somewhat, kind of like right here, because I got one lower and one upper. So yeah. I'm sorry, let me get back to these comments here. I can't see what they're saying. To co-host now, I didn't. too many O's. Well, I can't understand. Hey there, Captain Sweet. Hey there, Worcester. Um, let's see here. Maybe we can get some people up. You want to come up? I don't know how to do that. Take me a minute to learn how to do it. I forgot how you do that little talk chat thing. But oh, wait a minute. I think I remember now. That little box. Here we go. Let's talk. Use grid layout. We'll do 6 guests. Well, maybe 4. I don't think too many people are interested in all this. There we go. How about that? So if anybody wants to come up and talk about these things, you're more than welcome to. But anyway, I find these to be, well, I ain't worn them quite a while, but pretty comfortable actually. And we get a minute. They look kind of smudgy looking. In a minute, well, what we'll do is we'll connect them and see how they work. But I might have to go off my live on my YouTube to do that. But that's okay. Yeah, they're pretty cool actually. I love them myself. Just these types, you know. And so they really block out a lot of noise and everything. Like I was saying, the young lady that was, I'll say young lady, the mom that had the Peltor XPIs, the Protec XPIs, hers was the same way, you know, and everything. They blocked out a lot of sound there, but they were like 26 noise reduction rating. That's what these are. And so they block out a lot of sound and everything, and you can barely hear anything with these on. I mean, you can hear stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's really, really muffled. You know what I mean? You can't hardly hear it. You can hardly hear anything. But once you have the gels on there and everything, they block out just a little bit more, probably not even to a whole unit of noise reduction rating, but you can tell a difference, I think, when you put these on, when you put these gels on. Some of these come with the vinyl type of ear pads, the things, but these are gel ear pads. So they're pretty awesome. So, with all that being said, I think I've already did what I wanted to do on my YouTube and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that run until, but I'm going to show you how you can take these and you can take out these ear pads. If you know, let's just say if you don't want these ear pads, you don't want the gels. You hear, I got that ring to them. So what you do is you take your fingers and you put them in like this, and you put your finger against that little thing there, right? And you pull with these fingers and you push with your thumb. See how that pops out? Really easy. So you can also put them on that way too. I mean, well, you know, put them back on like that. They pop back on. So I told a couple people that I would do that. I would make that video showing them how they could clean their headsets. So I'm gonna just do this up top real quick. Pull that out. Pull this out. There you go. There you go. So let's say if you're wearing these quite a bit, and they kind of start to smell a bit, that's all you have to do. You can just take them out like that, put them in soap and water, wring them out real good, and they'll dry on their own. But it's not bad to have an extra hygiene kit. So a hygiene kit that's all that is ear pads, it's the foam, and it's the thing that goes around the speaker. Excuse me. So they're not bad at all. But I have things like this, and I thought about, keeping them, but I was going to send them to somebody, and particularly somebody who's like me, who likes them and wants to wear them just as much as I do. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've given these to people before, and some of them, oh my gosh, I love these things. I love them, And I was like, well, yeah, great, great. But some of them, it's like, oh, I love them, I love them, I love them. Okay, but put them on a shelf or something or other. And I was like, how do they look on you? How do they feel? How they work for you? And I thought, maybe they use them in their everyday life and everything. And I'm not trying to ask anybody for anything. I'm not trying to say, okay, wear them. Okay, you owe me pictures. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just trying to say, well, if you're saying like this girl who does chainsaw and stuff, I gave her a set about 7 or 8 months ago, and so and then eventually she's like she doesn't wear them around anymore. She gets sawdust on them. I can understand. What I did was I kind of sent her some little fuzzy things to go with them, and little fur earmuff things. And so she says she doesn't wear them anymore outside. Like, well, that was the whole point. So anyway, she was like, well, yeah, I don't wear them out there no more. I wear them at home. I was like, okay, well, can you do some videos that show how they work for you? Because I was wanting to show other people about them, and like, I don't know if I can get to it right now or something like that. I forgot exactly what she said, but I'm like, okay, she just seems like she's, don't want to go there with it. Somebody did something, said something the other day, I think frustrated her, but I'm just kind of like, okay, fine, you know, enjoy them and whatever. I'll just take the people who might be as interested in them as I am, and who use them almost pretty much daily, if not all the time, or quite a bit of the time. Like this lady I was talking about, Gretch. She does the farming thing. She's up in the tractor listening to these things, and she does the thing with the airport, the airstrip. During springtime harvest, whatever. Not harvest, but planting. Using these types of things. So people like that, I'm kind of interested into giving these things to, who use them quite a bit. Not somebody who says, "Oh, thanks, bye," you know, and then just takes them home and does whatever and just, you know, doesn't, their occupation, they wear them and everything, but I can kind of understand some of that, but on the other end, I'm bummed out, because I, I went through a lot of effort to do this, that, and the other, and send them to them, and then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna put them up. I'm like, all right, fine, shoot, man, come on. But anyway, somebody who uses them and they're seen using them and everything, I like really seeing how they're being put to good use. But those who don't want to do that, well, I can kind of understand that as well. But I'm like, okay, fine. But I have given, like I said, I've given these to some people before. I've given work, not so much these as like another set. I've given them. Her, the chainsaw girl. I'm not gonna say her name. She probably wouldn't want me to do that. But anyway, I've sent like the Work Tunes Connect stuff like that, and things of that nature. And oh my gosh, I love these things, this, that, and the other. And next thing you know, like several months later, they're gone. They disappear. They're not, whereas before, where they were making videos, they were, doing this, that, and the other DIY, what do you call it, do it yourself type of projects. Now they're gone, and stuff like that. But there was some other lady on Instagram that really got into them and everything. And no, those were the furry emails that I sent her. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I love these things," and next thing I know, she's moved on to other things, and she also promotes them as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm not trying to get something for nothing from anybody or whatever. I just like to say, hey, if I think about you enough and I want to send these to you, and I see what you're doing with the hearing protectors and all that stuff, then that's I want to help you out at the same time. Promote your channel on Instagram or YouTube here or there, and so hey, kind of, sort of, use them, wear them, something. That way it helps me and it helps you, you know. But some people are really, really fickle about things, you know. So, anyway, I'm going to finish up on my YouTube here because it's already 30 minutes in. And I'm going to show you with that phone how to hook these up. And I might take part of that and put it on this. I might copy this and from my YouTube and attach the. Well, actually, you know, I do have how to link these things up, and they're probably just the same way as you would with regular hand protectors. But I think on this one, what we got to do is mash the button twice. So we'll see here in just a minute. Okay, and I want to know how I sound in these things. But anyway, yeah, look, that there and about to say, what the heck? It better not be used, man. I'm gonna get mad if they are. Oh, okay, that's just the way they were sitting on the I suppose that's the way they were sitting on the headband thing. Yeah, I made an indention and an impression in it. You know, that's all it did. Made an impression in it. Okay, so I'm ending the live right here, and we'll see y'all later. But as far as TikTok, we're gonna keep going. All right, so we'll probably add more later on. Hey guy, how you doing? All right, so we're gonna end this live.